The team has done such a wonderful job. The last 6 weeks, really, we get 2 weeks of practice before we start playing, and they've really been mindful about growing and improving every day. And then when we first started traveling to Nebraska, and then kind of down the list of other places we've been, and also the week we hosted, the goal is always to play in big environments against really good teams. And so we scheduled accordingly, right? Starting off at Nebraska against the #1 preseason ranked team in a big environment, sold out, I think 10,000 fans, maybe a little less, like 9,000 or so. But that was a goal. Seattle, UW does a great job at hosting and has a great fan base. And then we ended just last week at Minnesota. Same thing, right? 5,000, 6,000 fans. Great environment, great volleyball team. All three big programs do a great job coaching, but also have these endless resources in terms of budgets and operating budgets, recruiting budgets. So one of our goals was we wanted to go up against these programs, and we did, and we found a lot of success. Our girls have shown not only fight, but toughness and grittiness and resilience and the ability to play well in tough circumstances, and the results are a part of it. They're one standard of measuring how successful we've done, but there's others that have shown that we've done some good things. But the fun thing is we're getting closer to being a better volleyball team. We're not quite there yet, and there's a lot of room for this team to grow. This squad of players that returned have done a wonderful job leading the team. Isabel Zelaya, our setter, has done a really nice job running our offense. And then also on the court, off the court, just being a great example of what it takes to be successful. We've had Rachel Aarons that has had some moments where she hasn't been at 100%, but she's been able to grit it out and to be able to figure out ways to score. And she's done a really nice job in her different role this year as an attacker, but also carrying a really big load for us, passing and defending. Grace Chillingworth has grown so much from last year as the freshman of the year last year, but had a limited role. And this year she's passing and playing defense, and it's really every skill she's doing it. And it's been really neat to see at critical moments how Grace has stepped up and been so reliable. Meg Brown has done a wonderful job. Just lethal, potent offense is what I think about with Meg, is anytime we can get it to her, she's getting it. And even if she's not, it's helping our team offensively because other teams are thinking so much about her. Emily Helmuth and Vanessa Polk have done a wonderful job as freshmen that have been starting and playing key roles in our team. Vanessa is leading our team in blocks and also is growing offensively. Every week she seems to get a little better on some things we're putting into the system with her involved. I think the neatest thing about Vanessa is she wants to compete and she wants to get after it, and it doesn't matter who's across the net. And then last but not least, our other freshman, Emily Helmuth, career night against Minnesota, 21 kills, hit I think 400 or 500, and just carried our offense. And I see more of those nights in our future where as freshmen there's a lot of growth, there's a lot of, one step forward, maybe a half a step or a step back, and I just feel like she not only has been taking these steps forward, but also during some challenging moments in matches, she's performed and she's been reliable that way. Riley Patterson's another newcomer that has been tremendous in the back row, passing and defense and serving. She's grown a ton, and the crazy thing is she has never played as a libero before, and she's been very aware of how we're coaching and what we're talking about, but also very, very intuitive about how the game is played and her ability to read, and also how aggressive she is in the back row. Just her ability to dig balls and to throw her body in the way of these 80-mile-an-hour hits, and So it's been a lot of fun, and we see it with the recognition. Our conference has recognized her now twice for the Defensive Player of the Week. So a lot of great players, and it's hard to just say those group of players are the ones that have been impacting our team, because we're 14 deep and everybody's contributed in significant ways in the game. And that's one of the neatest things, is there's just a lot of confidence that I have in this team and all the players on it. San Diego will be our next opponent. We're excited about playing there. You know, it's a great arena, a well-coached team. They have some really good players. We feel like we know that team really well. Excited for them and their success they've had this year, but also excited to play against another good opponent on the road. And we've been able to produce and to compete against these teams and to win most of them. So we're excited about another challenge and test. And really, it's Thursday at San Diego, Saturday at BYU. Two different teams, just like the other 11 we've played already. But we're excited about the challenges that each team will present and how we can hopefully win most of those challenges and win those matches. I'm really proud of our team and how we started. We've never had the goal of being the highest ranked team in our conference or being the, ranked highly in the AVCA poll, but our goal is to win the conference. And we have other goals that don't deal with the ranking, and we're excited about the challenges that we have in conference, but really, really proud of the work and effort and dedication our team has shown, as we've sacrificed a lot, even traveling 3 weeks out of the 4, traveling across the country to play against the teams that we needed to play is really, really impressive. And these young ladies are student athletes that are managing a lot, that are carrying a lot. But I'm just proud of everything they've done and are going to continue to do in these next few weeks in our conference.